The Tale of Takeshi Nakamura, a Japanese Village Policeman Japanese audiobook by Digital Sith Studios. In a quaint village nestled among the misty mountains of rural Japan, there lived a man named Takeshi Nakamura. The village, with its winding paths lined by cherry blossoms and bamboo groves, was a place where tradition thrived and the ancient ways of life were deeply respected. Takeshi Nakamura was no ordinary man. He was the village's sole policeman, a role he cherished with all his heart. Takeshi's love for his duty was evident in every aspect of his life. He had been raised in the village, the son of a farmer, and from a young age, he had admired the quiet strength of the village elders, the wisdom of the monks in the local temple, and the honor that came with serving the community. Every morning, as the first rays of the sun kissed the peaks of the mountains, Takeshi would don his uniform, a simple yet immaculate outfit that consisted of a navy blue kimono with a hakama and a traditional policeman's hat. He carried a wooden truncheon at his side, a symbol of authority, but one that rarely saw use in the peaceful village. His most valuable tools were his wisdom, his calm demeanor, and his deep understanding of the people he served. The villagers all knew and respected Takeshi. From the oldest grandmother who still spun tales of the village's history to the youngest child who ran through the rice paddies with laughter, everyone had a story about how Takeshi had helped them. He was not just a policeman, he was a guardian, a mediator, and often a confidant. One autumn, the village began to experience a series of strange happenings. Livestock went missing, and villagers reported hearing eerie noises in the night. Some whispered of fox spirits, the kitsune, playing tricks on the village. Others feared a more human culprit. The village elders gathered, and after much deliberation, they turned to Takeshi for help. Takeshi, ever humble, bowed deeply before the elders and assured them that he would do everything in his power to restore peace to the village. He began by visiting each household, listening to their concerns, and piecing together the clues. He spent long nights patrolling the outskirts of the village, his senses attuned to the slightest rustle of the wind or the faintest shadow. One night, as the full moon bathed the village in its silvery light, Takeshi found the source of the disturbances.
It was a
band of travelers who had taken refuge in a nearby forest. They were not evil, but desperate, a family who had fallen on hard times and resorted to stealing to survive. Rather than arresting them, Takeshi took a different approach. He brought the travelers to the village and presented them to the elders. He explained their situation and suggested that the village help them instead of punishing them. The elders, moved by Takeshi's compassion and wisdom, agreed. The travelers were offered shelter and work in the village, and soon they became a part of the community. The strange happenings ceased, and peace returned to the village. Takeshi's reputation grew even stronger, and the villagers held a festival in his honor. During the festival, the village priest presented Takeshi with a hand-carved wooden fox, a symbol of protection and cleverness, acknowledging both his role as a guardian and his ability to solve the mystery with a wise heart. As the years passed, Takeshi continued to serve his village with unwavering dedication. He became a symbol of the old ways, honor, duty, and the deep connection between a person and their community. Even as modernity crept into the village, with the arrival of new roads and technology, Takeshi remained a constant presence, a reminder of the values that had sustained the village for generations. And so, in the heart of rural Japan, the legend of Takeshi Nakamura, the beloved policeman, lived on. His story was told in the tea houses, at the foot of the mountains, and in the whispers of the wind that carried the scent of cherry blossoms through the village, a story of a man who understood that true strength lay not in force, but in kindness, wisdom, and the love of one's people. Into Japanese.